Alright, what's up traders? I know we've been doing a lot of really cool, weird, experimental series and we've not been focusing on the actual core trading strategies, trading ideas, trading logic. I haven't been giving you all that, guys, all of that juice that's in my mind. And I know you want to squeeze it, so let's get some juice today. I'm going to give you a strategy here that you can dive into the market tomorrow. It's going to be a London Open strategy. You can only use it essentially on a London Open, and you will be able to make some money pretty damn quickly with this. And it's going to be kind of something a little bit different. It's not no stupid strategy where I'm going to tell you something that's a high probability to be right, but when you do get it wrong, you're really wrong. This is a long-lasting strategy, and that's what we do on this channel. Is I teach you core, strong methods that actual institutional traders use, and I've heard from other traders, and I've back tested this. This is a proven strategy, and I am currently trading this method as we speak. Let's dive into it. Just before we dive into it, I'd like to quickly introduce myself to all of the new traders to join this channel, watching this video for the first time. My name's Hunter. This is Hunter FX. I do post a lot of hate type videos. A lot of people might call me their cult leader. A lot of people might call me a hater. A lot of people might call me a fake. You decide. We're going to jump into it really quickly. I'm going to try to teach you guys some stuff. But first, please look at that background. It's nice and blurred. I've gotten a brand new camera. This is the first video with it. I've just figured out a couple settings for it. It's nice and blurred back there. I think we just went to Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever you guys want to call it there, the hardware store, and we've picked up some floodlighting. We've picked up some nice plants and whatnot. So my girlfriend's got the task. She's going to slowly be reworking this background, reworking over there for on the live streams, that you guys can have a nice beautiful background to stare at instead of my ugly mug. Alright, first of all guys, you might have heard of something quite similar to this before. I'm basically going to be breaking it down onto a London Open strictly type of trade. It's basically called AMD, right? And you can comment down below about how much you love my writing and my drawings. I do some drawings on stream of dinosaurs and baseball caps and whatnot. You guys might love that. It's a lot of fun. If you want to watch me draw, that's basically all I do on stream, is I just draw for you guys, and I teach you absolutely nothing. So go check it out. AMD stands for accumulation, manipulation, distribution, and it's a very simple concept that a lot of institutional traders talk about. This is something that ICT does talk about a lot, and that's where I believe a lot of people have heard this similar thing from before, and a lot of people are kind of reworking it to their own styles. So when we're talking about an AMD, it's quite simply, when we're looking at the London Open, let's just jump right into it. We have accumulation. So we have a zone or range that it's accumulating in, right? Doesn't matter if it's accumulating or distribution or whatever like that. You basically have a range that you need to trade. Oh my god, this won't click around. Whatever. You guys get the point. And then you get a manipulation spike. You get a spike in one of the directions outside of that range, right? So from wherever the range bottom here is to outside of that range, and then very quickly it distributes back in the opposite direction. So you get that major distribution move. So AMD. Quite simply, what we're going to be looking for is this pattern on the London Open. It's very, very common because there's going to be an influx of new traders, new institutional banks, all this stuff coming in, and they want to get people out of their positions. So very, very quite simply, we know if we're looking at this downtrend, for example, anyone who's entered in that Asia session right around here, right before London Open, wanting to get into that downtrend, they put their stops maybe above this high, right? And it's quite very easily seen by the market makers. They know that a lot of people entering this trade, they're in profit now as it starts coming down. So what do they have to do? They have to get them out of the position before they can actually move the market in the correct direction. So they give you a nice little fake out in one way maybe to make you think that it's going to go, and then they come back up. They stop you out of this position. And then what they do is they test previous highs. This is front run a little bit, as you can see, but this is a previous, supply zone that we were shooting to test, right? And then we go in the actual direction. So this is something you're going to see very, very often. This is part of the reason why I have a actual London and a New York session. Now I have other strategies that I'm kind of playing around with in the New York session as well, that are very, very powerful. This is just one of them. So if you're not already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I am going to be slowly releasing all of this juicy content for you guys, and you will eventually learn everything here for free on the channel. So please make sure you hit that subscribe, and you will learn some more. So let's just kind of look at maybe another example here. So we have this Asia range, right? This is what we're looking for. That Asia range, we're seeing lows down here. Come on, bud. So we're seeing this Asia range, just roughly we're showing it around here. And what are we looking for? Firstly, we want to make sure we know what the trend is, guys. So we're looking that this is quite clearly an uptrend. Previous day was an uptrend. So likely we might be going into an uptrend coming into the following day, right? So this is how you can see the day coming up. So likely what we'll see is a low being swept, right? So we can kind of draw what's the most likely place for people to have their stops coming out of the Asia session, right? So we draw the lows here or here. Market makers bring it just past, stop them out. Where do they test? Well, a previous demand zone. Is that not a perfect demand zone that's actually been untested before? You could argue that that might have been tested right there, but this is the first, large test of that zone. Stop them out and then rally to those highs. Now, for what you want to do with this, there's a couple options. You could clearly look for these sweeping levels and then place limit orders in obvious demand zones, or you can wait. I prefer to wait. That's how I trade. I prefer to wait to see what level is actually going to react on, jump down the smaller time frame, make sure it's actually reacting properly. I'm not going to give you absolutely everything in one video, guys. You're going to have to make sure you jump in on those streams, ask me some questions. I can answer whatever you want here. But I'm going to give you the core knowledge here. You guys I want you to be able to learn for yourselves. That's what this channel is about, is you guys experimenting on your own. And I'm just going to give you some ideas, a little bit of tips and tricks that really get me to the place that I am today. So let's look at a previous day here once again. And literally all I'm doing is I'm looking at one pair and I'm just going day by day by day. Let's look the previous day. This one, it doesn't look super good because we were in that downtrend. We might have wanted to continue that downtrend, but as you can see, it still kind of works. We have this previous high of the Asia range. We see a sweep coming into the early London area, and then it dumps back down here, right? It sweeps those highs. It actually tested this area here, that supply zone right there. Very simple, guys. So you can see it kissed there, and then it dumped back down. Now, mind you, it didn't go too deep, and then it reversed in the New York session, which is another thing that we should watch out for. New York session likes to reverse occasionally. So let's just kind of look here. This probably wouldn't have done very well for you. It didn't really look like it swept anything. You wouldn't have entered there, right? Let's look at a previous day. Maybe we're still in that downtrend bias coming into this day, right? We see the Asia range. Let's draw it out, guys. Asia range roughly about here. These are some highs and lows, right? We're looking for a downtrend sweep. We sweep those highs. Where does it line up to? Let's see where it lines up to here perfectly. See that? Previous supply zone. Lines up, and then it dumps down and continues the trend. Now, it doesn't just work on this pair, guys. It'll work on multiple pairs. Really, you guys are going to have to experiment for yourselves, look at the different pairs, see how it's actually going to react for you. You're generally going to want to look for the following trend. And something like this, you might not even want to enter. You're not going to be able to get this every single day. But if you can get this once or twice a week and actually make sure that you're getting a good good setup, then it's going to be a very, very high win rate. You're going to be able to win 60-70% of the time with this. It's just that you're only going to be able to use it once or twice a week in those really high probability setups. All right, guys, I hope that was really helpful for you. If you like that, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe so you can be tuned in when I do go live. You're going to have the notification bell going, and also join the Discord, because I will be posting there a little bit of announcements, a little bit of when I'm going live, some more videos and whatnot, extra content for all you guys. If you are serious about this, I will make sure that you do learn the things that you need to learn in order to become a price action based trader like the Chad I am. See you guys next time.
Listen.